The f was that? Yo, what the f was that?
Oh, freak sakes, what the frick was that?
Camping deep in the woods sounds peaceful, until the night changes everything. In this video, we're going through 7 horrifying nights campers experienced out there in the darkness. Strange sounds, uneasy moments, and encounters no one expected. So settle in and tell me as we go. Would you stay in the woods after something like this?
Oh.
This story is from Chris Baird, filmed during one of his solo camping nights deep in a remote forested area he had explored before. Stay with me till the end of this one, and trust me, you're going to enjoy watching how this scariest camping night unfolds. He heads back out alone into those same woods to check something that's been on his mind since his last visit. In the beginning, it feels like any other outing. He's moving forward, speaking casually, trying to keep things normal.
We are on Native American land dating back thousands and thousands of years. The forest behind me has been used by generation after generation after generation. There's water back there, there's a creek. There's a lot of land all around me that we're gonna go explore because there's lots of rumors of different things that have happened here. People going missing, bodies found. But on top of that, I have a picture that I want to show you guys right now. I'm actually going to put it on the screen for you because it's too cold to get my phone out. A viewer sent this in to me. Kind of weird. Let me know what you guys think. From what I understand, this photo was taken somewhere back in the woods. I don't know. It goes way, way, way back. It goes back hundreds of acres. I don't know exactly where it was taken, but the photo that I was sent looks like some kind of weird little... The viewer told me that they think it's a puckwudgie, which I still, to this day, don't exactly know what that is, but some type of Native American folklore. Again, lots of history here. I'm out here tonight because of you guys. Someone sent me this story. I'm going to check it out and see what's back here. Are there any spirits, ghosts, cryptids, Bigfoot? Is there anything back here? We have devices to communicate with them.
You can tell he's trying to stay relaxed, like when you keep telling yourself everything's fine, even though you're paying attention to every little sound around you.
Into the forest all alone and see what we can do, guys. I do apologize. I'm not going to be camping here overnight because it is super, super cold. I'm freezing already. I don't have the proper supplies and tools. I don't want to get frostbite. If you guys didn't see the other night, I actually went live in the forest. This same forest. I was in a different part of it. I entered it from a few miles up the road. There's another trailhead I could go into. Crazy sounds. We actually captured this clip right here of a really loud bang. A lot of movement. Whew. Was that?
For a few minutes, nothing really stands out. It feels normal. Then there's a moment that makes him stop, and you'll notice it right away, even before he says much. He keeps moving after that, but something shifts in the way he carries himself. He pauses more often, listens longer before speaking again, and the quiet around him doesn't feel the same anymore.
Hello? You guys hear that? Like a whistle or something. I swear I saw something move up there. What was that? Is there anybody out here? Guys, today's one of those days where I wish I just had like a regular job where I could like work inside and not have to worry about an app on my phone telling me suffering.
There's another point where he reacts quickly, almost like something entered his space without warning, and the way his voice changes feels natural, like a real response you'd have if you were caught off guard.
What was that? What was that? What the? Guys, it literally sounded like someone just like whispered or said something right next to my ear.
As the night continues, he seems more focused on what's around him than what he's saying. He turns slowly, waits, and tries to understand what he's hearing without jumping to conclusions. Later on, something in the darkness makes him step back without thinking, and even though he doesn't fully explain it in that moment, you can see from his body language that it didn't feel small to him.
I swear I just saw eyes over there, guys. I'm looking through a small screen. I know I am dead, okay. I'm looking through a small screen, so maybe I'm not seeing what I think I'm seeing. But I swear I saw eyes over there. This is so crazy. Even myself, it looks so bright. It's literally just being lit up by the monitor. This is like the craziest looking image ever. All right, let's leave the lights off, guys. I'm telling you, there's not a single light on, but the screen light.
There's a stretch where it feels like whatever is happening isn't random anymore, like something is responding to him being there.
What was that? Did you guys hear that?
Then comes the moment that shifts everything. From that second on, you can hear the difference in him because his breathing grows heavier, his steps move faster, and it's clear he's no longer there out of curiosity, but simply trying to create distance from whatever was around him.
Okay. What the was that? Actually, what the was that? Okay.
She's coming.
She's coming? Stop. No way. Okay. Okay. That was a scream. I know what a scream sounds like. That was a scream.
Even near the end, when it seems like it might calm down, something unexpected steps in and forces the night to stop sooner than planned. What makes this story stay with you isn't a clear answer or a full reveal. It's how close everything feels without ever fully stepping into view. So as you watch, pay attention to the small pauses and the way he reacts before he even speaks, because sometimes that tells you more than anything else. And when it's done, tell me. If you were standing there alone, would you have stayed longer or would you have walked away? Okay, meet Jasko, the guy behind this story, and this one is set inside a family home that people around town won't stop talking about, because whatever is inside it has been around for a long time and nobody agrees on what it is. And real quick, if you're still with me and you're enjoying these stories, I really appreciate you being here. And don't worry, we've got more coming right after this, so stay close. Now here's the thing about this night. It starts with Jasko already on edge, like he's been dealing with this place for a while before we even meet him.
There is something malicious haunting this family. Some people believe it's an evil spirit. Some people believe it's a demon. But oh, what the? Something! Yo!
He's in that kind of mood where he keeps moving, but you can feel he's listening harder than he wants to admit. And the house has that feeling where every room seems normal until you stand in it for a few seconds too long.
I've experienced things like doors closing, bangs on the walls, scratches, hearing voices, spirit box going absolutely insane. So get ready. This video is absolutely insane. If you are excited for this video, you want to see more, smash that like button. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already.
He shows you the layout as he goes, and you'll notice how often his attention gets pulled toward one direction. Like there's a part of the house he doesn't want to turn his back on.
Leads you up there. Last person who went up there fell down the stairs, actually ended up in the hospital. They claim that they were pushed down the stairs. So just...
And since you're watching with me, tell me this in the comments. What gets you more? A place that's loud and obvious, or a place that stays quiet and makes you guess what's happening? As the night rolls on, he brings his gear in and tries to act normal about it, but the little pauses start stacking up, the kind where he stops mid-move, then keeps going like he didn't just feel something shift.
Wait a second. Okay guys, so I just brought my bags in. I also brought Toby. You guys know Toby. What's up, Toadmeister? What's going on, buddy? So, for those who also don't know, Toby's like a little demon doll. Okay, so I don't know if that's Toby or what that is, but that's freaky as hell. Hello? Is there anyone over there?
There's a point where he's near a doorway and you can tell he's waiting for something to repeat itself, like he doesn't want to say it out loud, but he wants proof he's not imagining it.
Is the Shadow Man something dark, demonic, or what the f is that? Hello? Bro, I swear to you, hold on. That's what it sounded like. I don't want to be that person right now. Can you show yourself in this mirror for me? Dude, I feel like this really cold chill on my neck, like right here. Whoa. I don't know if you guys just heard that. Like, genuinely, it felt like a really cold, like, breeze. The fuck? What?
Later, when he switches into night vision, the whole house feels tighter, and the way he talks changes. Not louder, just more careful, like he's trying not to invite anything closer.
And I cannot see a damn thing. This is my current view. This is me in the mirror right now. The glare that you're seeing is my infrared light, but if I turn off night vision, this is my screen. You cannot see a thing. So I'm relying... I think I'm gonna sleep in this room tonight. Or maybe I'll sleep on the couch and just make it easy.
Plants.
Plants. Not really sure what that means.
Then the night starts pushing back in small ways first, and if you're watching closely, you'll catch the moment where he stops trying to investigate and starts trying to get through the night.
Do you want to come in here with me? Bro, that door was closed for so long, and it just now opened. That was really unsettling. Like, that genuinely looked like... Because you have to understand, I went in there for a bit. There was like a bang on this door. Holy... No way. No way, guys. Whoa! No. That's the door handle.
And once he finally tries to settle in, that's when the house gets bold. Not with one big moment, but with a string of moments that keep stealing his calm until he hits his limit.
It's at the door at this time, bro. There's no one there. Hello? Shit. The f was that? Yo, what the f was that? No. What was that? That definitely came from in here. Hello? Hello? It's something to do with that damn mirror. I'm telling you guys, 100%. Something to do with that damn mirror. Oh, what? Somebody, yo! No. There's no way. Something was just banging on this door. I can't do it.
If you're still with me, let me know in the comments what you think is really going on inside that house. And stay tuned, because we're not done yet. This next one comes from Exploring with Brad, and it takes place in Barrie, Ontario, Canada. Deep inside what a lot of locals call Bigfoot territory. It's a massive stretch of forest that connects to other wooded areas nearby. And once you're in there at night, it doesn't feel small at all. So let me ask you something before we go further. If someone told you this forest had stories about strange sightings and even darker events from the past, would you still camp there alone? Because that's exactly what he decides to do. He starts out walking through a trail he doesn't usually take, just exploring a bit before settling in for the night.
Yeah, I don't know if that... I've actually never turned down here. Is this an actual trail? We might actually do a little bit of exploring, because there's places here I've actually never been. Wow. this goes down that way. It's back. Is there anything down there? Yeah, like look, it's going straight that way.
Early on, there's a small sound off to the side that makes him stop for a second. It's quick, but it's enough to make him look around and double-check his surroundings.
Okay, what was that? I don't know what it was. Like a sound out this way.
He keeps going, though. He even talks about being prepared, mentioning the steel baton he brought with him, like he's reassuring himself he has at least something if things go wrong.
Yeah, Brad, this is really smart. This is how horror films are made. But I brought a big weapon today. It's like a police baton thing. And it's full steel. Like the whole thing is strong steel. So I'm armed because I just know that I'm in Bigfoot territory. So I know the thing could kill me. But at least if I have this big piece of steel...
But then his tone changes in a simple, honest way. He feels like someone might be following him. It's not loud or exaggerated. It just sounds real.
I'm sorry, I just get the feeling like somebody's following me and I don't know if I am being followed or not. This forest can do that to you. Very creepy vibes here.
A little later, he hears something stronger and stops again, listening carefully. You can see him trying to decide if it's worth reacting to, or if he's just overthinking it.
Okay, I heard that. It sounded like a scream coming out this way. I don't even feel like saying hello or anything like that because whatever it is, I don't really want things.
When he reaches a large rock area, known locally as Witch Rock, he sets up his equipment and begins asking questions. That's where the mood shifts, because some of the responses that come through feel too direct to ignore.
I died suddenly. Object. Why should I object? Can you tell me how you died?
Creak.
1920s greed. So greed killed you? Why is that? I think this is all one spirit. I think this is actually legit.
He changes lighting, adjusts angles, and keeps testing. Almost like staying busy helps him stay calm. Then there's a moment where he clearly hears something close enough to make him turn fast. And such a reaction doesn't look planned.
Yo, I just heard something. Came this way. It sounded like it said something.
Another sound hits hard enough that he stops everything and moves away from that area.
Can you clarify and tell me? Oh, freak sakes! What the frick was that? What the frick was that? Oh my god! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Oh freak! Oh freak! Let's go! Let's go! What the
You can hear it in his voice as he walks back. He's still talking, but now it sounds like he just wants space between him and whatever made that noise.
What was that? Oh man. Oh, that sounded like a growl. Some sort of creature. Very scary. Oh my goodness. Okay. Just back to this. Whew.
Once he reaches his shelter, he tries to settle down and reset the night.
Bigfoot teepee. Here we are. So we're here now. I can safely probably bunk up for the night. Okay, forward at last. My hands are frozen. What's up, guys? Yeah, so it looks like we got to Bigfoot teepee safe, unscathed, so that's a good thing. Oh, whoops. So anyways, I'm gonna set up here, get everything going. I might stoke up a fire.
Later, he decides to leave his device running while he sleeps just to see what happens. What comes through during that time feels personal, almost like it's aimed at him.
Alright guys, I'm gonna try to do something I've never done. This is an experiment. My phone may die in the process.
Smith.
But I'm gonna try sleeping and leaving this on, the spirit talker on, and just seeing what happens within the sleep and see if we get any answers, if it communicates us more in this story. Obviously, there's more than one spirit here. We've been dealing with 5 spirits in total. But yeah, I'm gonna rest up for the night. I'm gonna leave this on. So, I mean, if you get anything out of the spirit talker, then maybe I can wake up in the morning and then see what we can get. All right.
When he wakes up hours later, he sounds shaken, and from there, the night shifts completely. It turns into noise after noise, and him trying to decide if staying there is even safe anymore.
I'm hearing sounds. I don't even know what the spirit talker got in my sleep, but I've been asleep for about 3.5 hours. What time is it?
Talented.
Thank you. So when I was asleep, it said, "I'm already inside your mind." And it's now 3:33 a.m. I don't know if that number means anything.
Attack.
Yeah, I was attacked. I feel like I was spiritually attacked there. My head was pounding. Oh, God, that scared me.
Eventually, it reaches the point where he stops investigating and starts packing up fast.
Oh, man. I can't stay here. This is freaking insane. There's something out there. That's for damn sure. Those gunshots didn't sound that far away. So I can't stay here. I know I can't stay here. Okay. Let's go back. Go back. Oh boy. Okay, we're on our way back, guys. What's that? Oh man. Something was back there. Something's back there. Oh, oh, come on, let's go. Let's go. Oh, that was scary. Oh. Something's back there. Oh, man. Oh, freak. I'm hearing growling. I'm hearing people screaming. I can't do this. I can't do this. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh. There's something evil here. That's for sure. But we gotta get back to the car. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Come on. Come on, Brad. I'm being hunted by something.
By the time he makes it back toward the trail, the relief is clear, even though he still keeps looking behind him like he expects something to follow.
Okay. I'm back to the trail.
So I want to know, would you have stayed the night in that forest, or would you have left the second things started feeling off? Okay, this story comes from CJ Faison, and this one takes place at a property in Delaware that has built quite a reputation over the years. Just hearing people talk about nights spent inside this place almost feels like a warning before you even step through the door. It begins in a pretty relaxed way. CJ and his friend Sunny are joking around like two friends usually do when they're trying to keep things light before walking into somewhere that already has a creepy history.
Filmed was the previous video here on the channel. Just to give you all guys a recap, if you had not seen that video already, I would highly suggest to watch that one before this one. Sunny got his ass tore up basically in this house. We had a lot of insane stuff happen, but the main one is Sunny fell through the attic into the first floor, which was like I don't know how you didn't like break an arm, break a leg, decapitate.
They ease into the night with a "we're doing challenges" kind of plan. Simple steps, quick pacing, and that vibe of keep moving so the fear can't settle.
Within a sane mind. I think we'd have to probably go steal somebody out of an institution, potentially bring them here.
That's called kidnapping though, bro.
Well, that's why you have legal signage and paperwork,
okay.
you know.
Right.
I don't pay all these attorneys all this money for nothing, okay? Alright, so here's what we're gonna do.
The first checkpoint is outside, quick and messy, like a warm-up. They treat it like a dare, like if you laugh hard enough, nothing can touch you.
You know what? Let me turn off the lights here. Alright, so this might be one of the dumbest things we've ever done. Alright, let me mute the thing again.
Then they transition into the main space and set a few rules for themselves. Same playful tone, but now everything feels heavier, like the building has its own mood.
I ain't looking first.
You look first.
Alright, she's not here.
Oh.
No, but I mean, I'm just real talk here. The last place we left her was in the casket. She ends up on the steps. Full disclosure to everybody out there. Full disclosure. I do rent out the farm sometimes, and people do move her around.
A small search game task comes next. On paper, it's normal, but here, it feels like you're borrowing time, not just looking around.
That was you.
Oh,
There's your elbow.
I scared myself.
Ouch. That was me. I slipped and fell. That's the thing. Why does it go off like that though?
I don't know. I thought I killed it.
That about rolled my ankle.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know what we should do? We should turn on the spirit box thing.
A small interruption happens. Nobody makes a big deal out of it, but the energy shifts in that quiet way you can't explain. They try a simple proof setup.
And in the green bin, we put her, and then if she moves again, we're gonna hear those balls like rattling around as if they moved, because she would be displacing the air of the balls, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, if she
We
ran.
put her in the green box, and if she moves out of there and the balls move, then we know. Like, oh shit, you know?
Okay.
And all of you who are like, CJ, why don't you put an extra camera on there? You know, it's a good question, and I think we should probably do that, to be honest with you. So the next time we come here, then we're 100% going to bring more cameras.
The logic is clean, the method is fair, and it's the kind of test that should give a boring answer, which is exactly why it's unsettling when it doesn't. Then the night turns. Not with a speech, not with a reveal, just a hard shift that forces them to take the situation seriously.
Sonny! Damn it! Sonny! Every mother just came out. She's still in there. Holy shit. Oh my gosh.
No way.
Dude, I've got chills here to freaking Laurel, Delaware, bro.
From here, it becomes less about proving anything and more about staying level-headed while the place keeps pushing back.
Like, I don't know what's... I got it. Here. I'm gonna drop it to you. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Cool.
How in the... All right, everybody. So, was not expecting this, but here we are. Literally, no space on the memory card, slot 1, and so I can show you guys this. Like an idiot, I only brought that memory card right there. So, with that being said, we are going to call it a night. And I think this was like, I just felt, I feel this is the smarter thing for us to do tonight would just be call it a night. I think this is one thing. I think us being here, I mean, even my phone, we're at like 24, 25% right now. And what? What?
Oh, the daddy long one.
Oh, damn, that's a big one. Golly day.
Sorry.
So, I'm gonna grab the flashlight real quick. We're just gonna do, let me put this camera away actually. And listen, the reason why we're calling this a night right now, and I think a lot of you all could probably, some of you are probably like, yeah, CJ, and some of you are like, no, and probably hate us and probably gonna unsubscribe, but like, this was not a normal night at all. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say that we're gonna do someone out of here. Are you free later this week to come back and film? Yeah. All right, so I'll tell you all what. We're gonna come back and film another video here this week. I'll have more memory card space, and yeah, so without any further ado, love y'all so much. See you in a few days.
By the end, something very practical decides the exit for them. And honestly, it's the smartest ending. No victory lap, just two friends choosing to leave and live to come back another day. For real. D-Dog Vlogs has explored more abandoned buildings than most people will ever step foot in. But on this night, alone at 3 AM inside a forgotten Scottish hospital, he walked into something that felt aware of him. The kind of night where every shadow feels too still, and every sound feels too deliberate. He returned to this hospital because something about it bothered him the first time. He couldn't shake the feeling that he'd missed something, that the building held more secrets than he captured. But this time, he chose the 1 hour many investigators refused to enter. 3 AM, the hour when, according to legend, the veil grows thin and the dead walk closer to the living.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy D-Dog Vlogs here with another insane adventure. Today's adventure, we are going alone at 3 AM to this abandoned hospital. I filmed it recently, the links are in the description below, but I wanted to return at 3 AM completely alone to see if we could capture any paranormal activity. Part 1 and 2 that we filmed before was filmed during the day. This is completely at night. It's actually 3:03 AM right now. And We're about to start this investigation, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Inside, the hospital was a maze of collapsing corridors and patient rooms frozen in time. Rusted beds, overturned wheelchairs, scattered files, evidence of a once living place abandoned in a hurry. Every step echoed too loudly, as if the walls were listening. DD moved slowly, his flashlight carving through thick dust. Several times he stopped, convinced he heard footsteps behind him, soft, dragging, almost hesitant. But every time he turned around, there was only silence and still air.
From the research I did, this was a hospital primarily for seniors, and I know a lot of people have passed away in here. So, I'm not really sure what to expect. Yeah. Hello? I swear I just heard another noise coming from down there. And before I started the video, I heard a bunch of noises coming from the wing over there. I'll tell you guys, I don't really like doing these solo investigations, but when it needs to be done, it needs to be done.
Upstairs, the temperature shifted sharply. The air grew noticeably colder, heavy enough to feel on his skin. He wiped his arm instinctively, only to notice 3 thin scratches carved into his skin. They weren't bleeding, but they were fresh, red, perfectly placed. He hadn't brushed against metal or wood. There was nothing around him that could have caused them. The moment he realized that was the first moment he felt genuinely afraid.
Alright guys, so I'm just walking up to the 2nd floor right now off camera trying to find the stairs, and I just noticed I had a burning on my arm and I got some weird scratch. I don't know if I bumped into something or what, but I got these scratches all up my arm. One's at a really weird angle. Oh, there's multiple. What the? Yeah, guys. So needless to say, I'm going to try to get up to the 2nd and 3rd floor because this is really creepy. And I will talk to you guys when I get up there.
Then the noises began. A cough, sharp, human, echoed from a room ahead. He froze, then called out, his voice trembling slightly as it bounced down the empty hallway. No response. But something moved. Footsteps, retreating quickly into another room. He followed, scanning each doorway with his flashlight, heart hammering. Every room he checked was empty. No one is hiding, no footprints, no explanation.
The reason I'm so scared, guys, is because so much stuff was happening off camera, I'm not even going to begin to explain it. Because, quite simply, you guys won't believe me if I told you. You know, I'm not going to waste my time if you're not going to believe me. What? You cannot tell me you did not just hear that. Sounded like it was in this first room. If somebody's there, you better call yourself out right now. It was in this room, guys. Wait. See, this is exactly what I mean, guys. This is the type of stuff that was happening on camera that I said you weren't going to believe. I am tripping out. Yeah, I don't get it. If you're here, you better call yourself out. I'm gonna look behind all these doors and everything. I know it wasn't this far down. There's no way it was this far down. It came from this room. I don't get it.
Downstairs in the lobby, the temperature dropped again. His breath fogged the air in front of him. The camera lens frosted at the edges. And from a corner he had already cleared, something shifted, slow, scraping, deliberate. He raised the camera and called out again. Nothing answered, but the movement stopped the moment he spoke, as if whatever was there was listening.
Hello? Did you pass away in the shower? Yo, what the? No. There's no way. I'm filming. Something just touched my arm. I've got the worst cold chills right now. Shit is popping off in this hospital right now. I don't know, guys. I want to keep going, but I'm so scared right now. Alright, guys, we're in the main lobby right now, as you can tell. And I kept hearing some weird noises over here before I started filming. And then when I came back down to the lobby, all I keep hearing is noises. I looked around upstairs, did not find anybody that did that cough. But now I hear something down here. I'm back on the first floor. Let's go. This is actually... Hello?
That was enough. He grabbed his gear, fighting the instinct to run, and walked quickly toward the exit. Outside, the cold night didn't feel any safer. It felt like the building itself was watching him leave. When he checked his watch, it was almost 3:50 a.m. Nearly an hour spent inside a place that didn't want him there. He left with no clear answers, no faces on camera, no visible figure behind the cough, only the scratches on his arm, the shifting footsteps, and that heavy sense that someone, or something, was aware of his presence.
You can use the water going on as a yes and keep it off for a no. Do you want to talk with me? Whoa. Seriously? Okay, calm down, calm down. Ooh, I just got cold chills. If anybody's here, do something to this fountain right now. Turn it on. I need a drink. I'm thirsty. Can you turn it on for me? I'm thirsty. Can you turn this fountain on? Oh, okay. No, no, no. I just got the coldest chills. Look at this. Oh, come on, focus. Oh my God. Good job, good job. Hold on, guys. I got my EMF detector. Let me check this. Alright, guys. I just got my EMF detector out. Whoa. Why is that? Oh, whoa. Are you kidding me? I'm getting so cold right now. If you're here and like to... Oh my God. Look at guys, it's a base reading of 0 all the way around. And as soon as we go to the fountain, it goes to turn on. If you're here, turn the fountain on. So, whoa. Okay, that is confirmed paranormal, and that's my cue to get out of here, guys. Whoa.
And somewhere inside that abandoned hospital, behind its crumbling walls and silent rooms, whatever answered him is still there, waiting. And those were 7 horrifying nights campers spent deep in the woods. Now I'm curious, which story got under your skin the most? And honestly, if you were out there and something like that started happening, would you stay the night or pack up and leave? If you enjoyed hanging out and going through these stories with me, stick around because more strange encounters and unsettling nights are coming very soon.